You plan to buy the Sony ZV-10, but it's 2025. The camera was released 4 years ago. Are you not sure if it's still the best choice for talking head videos? Don't worry, I have used this camera since it was released for all my content, and after watching this video you will be able to make the right decision. Let's understand if ZV-10 is still up to date in 2025. In 1998, the first 720p TV was put on store shelves. 720p is a small resolution right now, and you can see even on a phone when a video is shot at 720p because most displays now have at least 1080p resolution. In 2010, the number of 1080p TVs shipped worldwide grew fast. Even today, many 1080p TVs are bought and used daily. 1080p is a great resolution, and if you shoot a talking head video with a great camera and high bitrate, as long as you don't want to crop the image in post, the quality will also be great. In 2012, the first 4K TV was released, and the market for this resolution is growing daily, but is still not as popular as Full HD and is predicted to grow faster until 2030. In the next 5-6 years, the mainstream resolution will be 4K. Guess what? ZV-10 shoots crystal clear 4K image. The image you are watching right now is recorded with my Sony ZV-10. Yes, Mark 1, not Mark 2. For talking head videos, you don't need more than 4K in the next years. You will be good even with Full HD, but because we want to create future-proof content, why not shoot 4K if we can? Now, let's talk about some downsides of this camera and see if this will affect your work. This is interesting because you will see that ZV-10 can be the best choice even with these downsides. The first complaint is about the image stabilization. Yes, it's bad. But for talking head videos, you use your camera on a tripod 99% of the time, so it doesn't matter. And if you need to shoot outside, try to find a place to put the camera down using a small tripod. But if you are forced to shoot while walking, go with ZV-10 Mark II because it has good active image stabilization. The next disappointment is the bad rolling shutter. Yes, it's also bad. If you do fast pannings, you will see the jelly effect. But for talking head videos, you use your camera on a tripod, so this will also not be a problem for you. Look at this video, it doesn't matter if you have image stabilization or if the camera has bad rolling shutter. And again, if you shoot fast pannings often or things that move super fast, go with the Mark II instead. But just for talking head videos, save your money, and with the difference, buy something that will really improve your image quality. We will talk about this in a minute. What else is problematic about this camera? The small battery. Yes, it lasts for a short time, but guess what? Do we talking head creators care about this aspect? No. If you shoot like me in your studio, you will use a dummy battery that connects to the wall all the time and never care about the power. And if you want to change your position, you can use a system like I built and power the camera with a big NPF battery attached to the tripod and shoot for more than 7 hours with one charge. I use a dummy battery that connects to this NPF adapter plate at the 7.4 volts port, and I connect the big NPF battery to the plate. I never care about the power. By the way, I will add affiliate links in the description for all the equipment presented in this video, ZV-10 Mark I, Mark II and all the accessories. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission, and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. What else can be a problem? The overheating. I demonstrated in another video that I streamed for over 7 hours without any problem. You just have to do some tricks. First, use a dummy battery. This is important because a normal battery will produce heat and a dummy battery will not. But as a talking head video creator, you will use a dummy battery anyway. Second, go to menu number 4, setup 1, and power setting option. Go to auto power off temp and choose high. Third, keep the camera screen open to help the camera dissipate the heat. Like this. I streamed and recorded for hours and hours and never had problems. Of course, try to keep a decent temperature in your room. So until now, all these problems for talking head creators are not problems at all. But let's see what features the Mark II or other newest cameras have and ZV-10 Mark I doesn't have. 10-bit footage. You may hear about how great it is to work with 10-bit footage. Yes, if you shoot for clients, if you need high dynamic range, and what to do advanced color grading or shoot S-Log and a few other things. Yes, it's nice. But for talking head videos where you have controlled light, you can control the decor and the intensity of your lights, it's useless. You want to arrange your room to shoot and have less work when you edit. For talking head videos, if you set your ZV-10 correctly, you don't need 10-bit footage, S-Log or complicated color grading. Next, 60 FPS. Well, this will help only if you want to shoot slow motion. Do you shoot slow motion? I don't. For talking head videos, we use 24, 25 or 30 FPS, that's enough. Only if you want at all costs to shoot slow motion B-roll, you can go with ZV-10 Mark II, otherwise it's just a waste of money. Now, let's see if ZV-10 is perfect for talking head videos and what you can buy with the cost difference between this and the Mark II, for example. As we saw at the beginning of this video, ZV-10 has a crystal clear 4K image. You have no problems with overheating if you use it right and paired with a dummy battery. With a capture card like Elgato Camlink 4K, you have extreme quality HDMI output if you want to stream. The autofocus of this camera is perfect even with 4K HDMI output and the right settings. I will add a link in the description with a video where I show you all the settings you need to do to have eye tracking when using HDMI output at 4K. I have this specific one from 2021. I have it with me everywhere, it's working perfectly. And the price is excellent. At the time of publishing this video, the price of this camera it's around $579. Prices may vary from time to time, it depends on the current offer, but the price is in this area. And if you find this video useful until now, don't forget to press the like button and maybe consider subscribing. Thank you. Now, let's see a big advantage of buying the ZV-10 Mark I. If you shoot talking head videos and the camera looks right for you, at this price you will save around $419 if you buy the Mark I instead of the Mark II. Remember, if you don't use image stabilization, 10-bit or 60 FPS, there's no need to pay extra for these features, but with the difference, you can buy a great lens that will take the image instantly to another level. The Sigma 16mm f1.4, it's around $389 at the time of publishing this video. With this lens you will have the blur behind you and a great image in low light. Or if you don't want that, you can buy the camera with the kit lens. This combo is around $798, and between the ZV-10 Mark II with the kit lens and the Mark I with the kit lens, there's a difference of about $300. With this difference, you can buy two great video lights and start shooting immediately. I used the Godox ES45s, and this is the image shot at f3.5 with the kit lens and these lights. Or if you have lights and don't want this lens, you can invest the difference in a great audio recording system, a great audio interface and a good microphone. I use Focusrite Scarlett Solo 4th generation as an example. A great audio interface that costs around $139 at the time of publishing this video. And also you can buy a decent microphone like 80-20-40 from Audio-Technica. If you don't use some features, don't pay for them and waste the money. Choose the camera that fits your needs and with the difference improve things that matter and what your audience will see and hear. Long story short, if you shoot on a tripod, talking head videos and use a dummy battery, ZV-10 is the best choice and has the best price and value now in 2025. If you need 60 FPS and want image stabilization and 10-bit, go with the ZV-10 Mark II. But you can choose the best camera and still have bad image quality if you don't know how to light up your scene properly. I will give you a video where I show you my secret lighting technique to avoid ugly shadows and the setup I use for a small space at a good price. Watch this video and your image will be transformed immediately if you apply the tricks.